My mother didn't bother knocking. She never had. She just burst into my apartment as if she owned the deed, hauling my sister's luggage behind her like some grand procession. "Sweetheart, meet the new owner of your apartment," she announced, wearing a victorious grin she hadn't earned. My sister strutted in after her, sunglasses still on as though daylight was a personal insult. "I'm giving your bedroom to your sister," my mother snapped. "So start clearing out your things. Now." A jacket landed on my face. Their laughter followed. That was the moment I smiled, small, deliberate, unsettling. The kind of smile that warned anyone paying attention. But they weren't paying attention. They never did. Not to me. I used to think family love couldn't cross into betrayal. I used to think my mother was just strict and overbearing, not malicious. And that my sister, spoiled as she was, at least had some decent part buried inside. I helped them constantly, paid bills, bought groceries, fixed problems they created. They relied on me. I mistook reliance for respect. But predators rely on their prey. 2. The shift started slowly. My mother began asking strangely detailed questions about my lease. My sister stopped by more often, scanning the place like she was taking measurements. Then one night, while I was at my mother's house, I overheard them. Not arguing, but plotting. My sister whining about wanting a cool city place. My mother reassuring her that I'd just accept it, because he always does. Then the line that cut deeper than they knew. He doesn't need boundaries. He needs direction. Direction. Like I was livestock that needed herding. I walked out quietly. They didn't notice. They rarely did. But instead of feeling invisible, that night it felt liberating. I didn't confront them. I went home, sat down, and reread my lease. And there it was in clean, concise print. The tenant holds first right of renewal for 3 additional years at a fixed rate, meaning they couldn't take a thing unless I allowed it. And I wasn't allowing anything. But revenge isn't just about keeping what's yours. It's about clarity. Education. So I formed a plan. First, I emailed my landlord and renewed my lease early. He confirmed within an hour, official, locked in, indisputable. Next, I contacted my friend Marcus, an attorney who appreciated the art of subtle retribution. Together, we drafted a polite notice stating that moving any belongings into my home without permission would be considered trespassing. Then I prepared. Cleaned everything spotless. Set up a very visible camera facing the front door, its red light blinking like a warning siren. Finally, I removed every item my family had ever gifted me, down to the tacky vase my mother never let me forget. I packed it all into a box, left it on their doorstep before sunrise, and added a note, returning what's yours, so there's no confusion later. It was never about the vase. It was the message. So here they were, my mother in my hallway, my sister, already trying to mentally redecorate my life. "Get your things out," my mother repeated. I stepped back and let them take in the scene. The camera, blinking steadily, the renewal contract printed and waiting, Marcus's letter beside it. My sister reached for my bedroom door. "Before you do that," I said evenly, "you should know something." They turned, irritated, expecting obedience. "I renewed the lease last night," I said. 3 years. Binding. Any attempt to move your stuff in will be recorded as trespassing. My lawyer has already filed notice. The words hit them like slow-moving stones. My mother's jaw dropped. My sister froze. "You can't," my mother stuttered. "I can," I replied. And I already did. I held the door open for them, my smile soft and precise. "You came here to take something from me. The problem is, you assumed I wasn't paying attention." For the first time I could remember, they were silent. Truly silent. My sister grabbed her suitcases. My mother stormed out, shouting empty threats I had no interest in hearing. When the door clicked shut behind them, the sound was clean and perfect. People think revenge is loud. But the best revenge is quiet, lawful, and unavoidable. It was never just about the apartment. It was about proving to them and to myself that I am no longer the person they can control, reorder, or sacrifice for their convenience. I walked back into my bedroom, Mine yesterday, mine today, and mine for the next 3 years, and finally said the words I should have spoken long ago. I don't belong to you anymore. And it felt incredible.